All right, today we're going to talk about how to put a quadratic function into standard form. Standard form is this: a times x minus h, the quantity squared, plus k. And when it's in this form, I know that the vertex has the coordinates of h comma k. All right, and the vertex, remember, is this point down here, h comma k. All right, so let's do a simple example to get started. Let's say that I have f of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 35. If I want to put this into this form, what I do is I separate this x squared minus 2x. I put the minus 35 over here, and then I'm going to complete the square with this part. So I take half of the b term, which is 1, I square it, but then because I'm only working on one side of the equation, I don't just add it, but I also subtract it. Now, watch what this does. That turns this thing right here into the square of a binomial, turns that into x minus 1 quantity squared. I combine these two, that becomes negative 36, and now I have it in this standard form. So the vertex for this one has the coordinates of 1, negative 36. Obviously that's down there a ways, but that is the vertex for this problem. There's also an axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry for this one is just x equals the x coordinate. Remember what the axis is. It splits it up into two equal parts. Now, sometimes we have to do a little bit of extra work before we start. If we have one like this, let's say that we have 2x squared plus 8x plus 7. I don't want to start completing the square until I have a 1 right here in front of the x squared term. So what I do is I pull a 2 out of just these first two terms, and I make this x squared plus 4x. So I'm just pulling the 2 out of the first two. Leave a nice big gap, and then I leave the plus 7 outside like that. Now what I do is what I did on the last problem. I complete the square. Half of the b term is 2, so I add 2 squared, and I also subtract 2 squared. So what I have now is 2 times the square of a binomial, which is x plus 2, quantity squared, minus 4, plus 7. To finish this up, though, I need to get these two numbers combined, and I can't do that until I distribute this 2 to that negative 4. So now I have 2 times x plus 2 quantity squared minus 8 plus 7, which cleans up to 2 times x plus 2 quantity squared minus 1. There's my standard form. My vertex is negative 2, negative 1. My axis of symmetry is x equals negative 2. And we will stop there for today.